All right, so as like new producers, sometimes you have very different feelings, right? And emotions, whether you're overwhelmed or second guessing yourself. So let's start off and say, what would you give advice to for a new producer who maybe feels overwhelmed? Like I think you give the phrase, drink it from a fire hose.
I know I felt that way as a new producer. I know that I felt also that I'm a new hire at my agency and I'm learning systems there. But then I felt like I was a new hire at each of the 10 different companies that I was representing, Ben, and all of the different processes and quoting systems and learning carrier appetites, et cetera. And so, yes, it can feel absolutely overwhelming. And a lot of new producers, the feedback that we receive is it's a lack of confidence as a result. I don't feel confident in my product knowledge just yet. I don't feel confident in how to do this, or if they have a question I don't know the answer to. And one of the things that was most helpful for me is realizing that one, this takes time. There's a big learning curve in this industry, Ben, and to be patient, just to be patient with yourself, but also to drive your learning, to control it, to take control of it rather. Maybe I'm going to focus on, learning one company this week. I'm going to learn their quoting. I'm going to pick one, and this week I'm just going to focus on it. Then next week it's a new one, or maybe it's product, and it's this week I'm going to devote myself to auto. And I'm going to go to homeowners, etc. So taking control of it, and again, that's where the confidence piece comes from.
So do you think so in the confidence piece, finding that is such an individual task, right? And figuring out where can I get that comfort level to? And I love that point of should I learn a carrier this week, or should I learn a line of business these next couple days? But then I think that sometimes it turns into call reluctance and maybe even work reluctance. So tell me your experience or advice around, the fact that, I want to learn this carrier this week, but I might come up with a bunch of excuses why I didn't, or why I didn't pick up the phone and call that customer back. So talk to me about call reluctance as a new producer.
It's funny you bring up call reluctance because these things are so interwoven. The confidence component. If I don't feel confident, I don't want to make that call, right? I don't want to say something if I don't know that right answer. And, another thing that helped me early on, Ben, just thinking about call reluctance and the fear, that brings anxiety and fear, right? And from even making outbound contacts, which is such a critical component of what we do, that prospecting piece. But one thing that really helped me was giving myself the freedom to tell someone, a prospect, let's say, if I wasn't sure on an answer, to say, you know what, I'm 90% sure on that, but it's important for me to be 100%. Would you mind if I called you right back? Or can I put you on a quick hold and go double check that? And what in my mind, Ben, I thought would strip value from me and they would think I didn't know what I'm talking about, I found actually led to more value, where people would be assured that Christopher is going to give them the right answer. And by and large, nobody got upset with me when I asked if I could go double check that. I think it parlayed a little bit of confidence that, hey, he's going to get me the right answer rather than shooting from the cuff. And if I know anything, Ben, it's with what we do, I do not want to shoot from the cuff. I do not want to make up something on the fly to try to save face. It's important we give them good information. So again, something like that might help until you learn it.
Right. So I remember new to the industry, I was always afraid of no. I was so afraid sometimes to ask questions that I might get an answer to no, that I wouldn't even ask them. And so in your opinion, do you think new producers are maybe afraid of being told no? What's your take on that?
100%. I think all of us are afraid of no, whether it's on our professional life or a personal life, because rejection is the root of it. And if we're honest, rejection hurts. None of us look forward to rejection. So one encouragement would be that you are going to hear no. I think we need to embrace no. I had a mentor share with me once, Christopher, imagine that you're digging for diamonds. And so every shovelful of dirt that was that no that you throw over your shoulder was just one step closer to that yes, or to that diamond. And so again, I think we need to embrace it. I think we need to understand that no is also not something personal about us, or even the product that we're selling. It's not a reflection of that. And I think the quicker we can come to grips with, in terms with the fact that we will receive a no, but that it's not personal and it's not a reflection of the value of the goods or products that we're servicing, the more effective we'll be.
I love that. I love that. I've never heard that the diamond and the shovel piece. I'm gonna have to steal that. But
that helped me a lot. I got a lot of rejection early on, Ben.
It is, yeah. Well, and even that, like, if you don't turn that no into a yes somehow, or figure out a way to like say like, yeah, if I could try that again, I would, and then practice it with people in your agency. We talk a lot about in PDP about role plays and the importance of practicing with peers and not with your customers. I think about that where saying like, how can I maybe recreate that situation and try it again? So tell me your perspective on role plays. Like, you find them important? Are there opportunities for you to really test and learn? What's your take on role plays?
I find there's such a paradox when it comes to role plays. One, I don't like the word. I think practice is better, because when we think of role plays, we just think of uncomfortable situations where we're on the spot with the spotlight and people are judging us. So I like the approach of this is a practice opportunity. And when I think of practice, Ben, we talked about confidence, and there's a catch-22 here. We don't gain confidence without practicing. It's like exercise, right? Like if we don't exercise our muscles, we'll get atrophy, right? And so to get good at things, remember this stuff does not come naturally to any of us. And so we need that practice. And then from the practice comes the confidence that we're desperately seeking. And that, again, that lack of confidence is what's keeping us from doing it. So they're all interconnected here. And so the quicker we see that, the quicker we can adopt that, hey, look, that practice, or even going back to the no, a no is just a no until it's a yes. And so maybe I got that no, but it's a learning opportunity. Wow, I said it this way, I got a no. Is there a way that I can do that if I'm given another opportunity, right? So I think it's opportunities for growth as opposed to opportunities for, let's just say, judgment or shutting down. So role plays, confidence, how we think of those, all of those are interconnected and really vital to our success.
Yeah, I think it's important, as we've been talking about this. It's, everybody wants you to succeed, right? In our industry, like, the more people that succeed, the better the independent agent channel is at being future proof, right? And so I would say recognize those opportunities in yourself, reach out to peers and mentors and past instructors and teachers like yourself, and find those opportunities to refine that skill and really make diamonds, like you're saying, and keep digging until you find them. So great perspective, great conversation. Thanks, Christopher.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.